We are 2 days away from training camp, and the 76ers just got a huge update that will not only change the next few weeks, but maybe even the future of this team as well. On the flip side, we get another Joel Embiid video, and I'll be honest, man, this might be the best of them all yet, so we'll take a look at that. And the Sixers have unveiled the black iconic jerseys. They are better than expected. All that and more coming up right here on Philly Take with RB, but welcome into the show. I'm RB. Do me a favor, if you're new to the family, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you enjoy the content. And for the people that have been rocking with us, make sure you turn on notifications. We will be live on Friday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern for Media Day, reacting to the press conferences. A lot of people have been saying they haven't seen the videos or live streams as of late. That is because the algorithm is on one, so make sure you hit that thumbs up and support the channel. But we started off with a news bit here. The Sixers have added the following players before training camp: Amani Bates, Kennedy Chandler, Malcolm Hill, and Jalen Martin. Obviously, the big name on this list is Amani Bates. A lot of hype there. He was with the Cavaliers. He is struggling to survive in the NBA. What do you think? Does he have anything left? At one point, this guy was touted as one of the best college prospects in his class. He evidently fell, and he never has really recovered. But do you think that he could be a secret gem? Do you think he has anything left, or will he play with the Bluecoats? Give me your thoughts on Amani Bates down below. In addition, KJ Martin has been waived by the Utah Jazz. KJ probably played some of his best ball with the Sixers. They ended up getting rid of him at the trade deadline to duck the tax like they do every year. And he went to Utah, and really his career has hit a huge decline. So should they bring KJ Martin back? Well, I honestly would not be opposed to it. I think, especially with where the Sixers power forward room is, it's not a bad idea to bring in more depth, bring in more competition. You can probably get him on a minimum. Sure, he struggles at certain things, and he's not a consistent everyday player. But I really feel like at the end of his Philly tenure, he was becoming a solid lob threat, a backdoor cutter, a screener, just doing some of the dirty work. He was definitely improving on the defensive end. And I feel like being so young, he still has some potential in there that maybe you can try to pull out. What do you think about KJ Martin? Give me your thoughts down below. And on the other side, we have to talk about Quentin Grimes, Joel Embiid, and more, because we just got a flurry of news that might change the future of this team. So we'll break it all down, but first, a shout out to our sponsor of today's show. Sleeper obviously is a juggernaut when it comes to the fantasy sports world. You probably use them for your fantasy football draft. They're a one-stop shop for all your sports needs. You can celebrate and chat about games in real time with other users, get the fastest scores, news, and alerts right at your fingertips. But also, Sleeper's Picks is really cool. All you have to do is choose anywhere from 2 up to 8 of your favorite players and make picks, whether it's pregame, even live during the game, or across multiple sports. You pick the over or under on the predicted stats, and with Sleeper, you can get up to 1,000 times payout if your picks win. So use the promo code PhillyTake on Sleeper and get up to a $100 match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. All right, man, we have to talk about it. What do you think about when you see these 3 pictures next to each other? As I said here on Twitter, the holdouts. Yes, Quentin Grimes is joining the squad. Ben Simmons, James Harden, and now Quentin Grimes. And I said a couple of days ago, I just did not want this to happen, right? I just want a clean training camp for once. No Ben Simmons drama, no James Harden drama. Last year, it was Joel Embiid not practicing, and now we have another one. Here's what Shams said regarding the Quentin Grimes situation.
The agency of Quentin Grimes, and I'm told both of these sides are very far apart on a deal. Quentin Grimes' agent, David Bauman, told me today that it was the first time today that the Sixers made a formal hard offer.
Are you serious, man? Why do we always have to go through this and do this again? Now, maybe Shams is playing on that agency side there. Like, what do you mean this is the first day that the Sixers made a formal offer? You're telling me throughout all of free agency, throughout the last couple of months, they have not made an offer to Quentin Grimes? I don't believe that for a second. But what I do believe is that both sides are playing hardball, and I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole again. I've explained it a million times this offseason. But with the 76ers, they have a lot of leverage in this situation, and they've held their stance to this point. They're not going to overpay for Quentin Grimes. Now, Grimes, on the other hand, is a restricted free agent. So it's very confusing thinking about what his end game is. Like, what are you going to do, Grimes? Are you going to sit out an entire season here and then become an unrestricted free agent? I don't think that'll help your chances of getting more money with some of these other teams next season, right? And you had a great second half of the season, but you were playing with G League guys and the team was tanking. So there is still some uncertainty there. And the Sixers drafted VJ Edgecombe. They have a lot of guards. So it's just a little confusing about what he is being advised to do. On a separate note, Ace Bailey fired his agent, Omar Cooper, yesterday. Remember how many times we talked about Omar Cooper and how he was being advised to do the wrong thing? And now Ace Bailey might have squandered his chance to go to a better team because he had bad representation. Does Quentin Grimes have bad representation? And the most annoying thing that I heard Shams say in that clip was a little bit later on. He said Grimes will not be participating in training camp. He will not be there for media day. He will not travel with the team to Abu Dhabi next week to play in the preseason. So now we have another distraction type of situation. He also says that the sides are starting to look at the $8.7 million qualifying offer, which is what I've been hammering home for the last month now. It is the most likely scenario, but we also get a follow-up report from Tony Jones, who says Quentin Grimes and his camp in a convo with the Sixers proposed for the qualifying offer deadline to be extended to October 8th. So currently there is a deadline of October 1st. If they don't sign this one-year qualifying offer by October 1st, then it becomes a lot harder. So that's why they're trying to move this deadline back a week to be able to get it done. And there's another possibility here where if the Sixers don't sign Grimes to a multi-year deal, not only can they sign him to the one-year qualifying offer, but what they could do is give him more money for the 1 year and also make him waive the no trade clause that comes with the qualifying offer. Because then it's like, all right, here, we're going to give you more money. And in exchange, you're going to allow us to potentially trade you this season if we can't work out a long-term deal, right? Because then the Sixers can get value back and not lose him for completely nothing next offseason. Going back to what I originally said, I just am tired of having to deal with drama every single training camp. Because, you know, all the questions on Friday are now going to be about Quentin Grimes. Hopefully they figure something out soon, but honestly, I just don't understand the approach from Quentin Grimes at this point. You're not going to get more money. No other team can step in and give it to you at this point. So why not take a multi-year deal, take more guaranteed money, and if you want to get traded, then get traded. On the other hand, though, training camp is about to be here, and we do have some things to be excited about. Here is a screenshot from a Sixers video yesterday put out in regards to practice. And yes, Joel Embiid is wearing the blue penny, which indicates that he is running with the starters. On the last video, a lot of people were saying, oh, well, it's a black penny, so he's off to the side. He's doing side work. Well, here you go. Here you go. Joel Embiid is running with the ones, and he looks to be in very good shape. He looks to have slimmed down again. And here is some additional footage put out from the other day about Sixers practice. VJ Edgecombe looks to be in good shape. Here's the video. Joel Embiid, one bouncer. Maxey up with the dunk. In our interview, look, I asked him, hey, are you taller? Are you going to be throwing it down this year? He said, yeah, I mean, I'm able to get up a little bit if Joel Embiid is healthy and he's back in MVP form. And Paul George is healthy. I know, I mean, I sound crazy, but I'm buying back in. They're making us buy in again. How do they do it to us every year? Man, I want to be excited about this team. I look at the Eastern Conference landscape. There's a lot of room. There's a lot of open territory for this team to reemerge. And after what they put us through last year, I mean, the only right scenario is to come back and dominate and start off the season 20-5 and go out here and finally, you know, give people their worth for the money that they're paying for tickets and merchandise and support and all that. So we'll see what happens, man. But Joel Embiid looks to be in very good shape, and I would assume that he will be out there this weekend in training camp, and I can't wait to see it. Speaking of can't wait to see it, I have been waiting a long time to see this. Here's another picture of Joel Embiid looking absolutely slimmed down, but the Sixers black iconic jerseys are officially back. and they're better than expected. I mean, I might have to cop a few of these, man. How are we feeling? Look at Joel. Yo, he looks to be in great shape, man. He really does. Joel Embiid looks focused. And here are the Sixers black jerseys. What do we think? I mean, these things are cold, man. Which one are you going to get? Paul George with the stank face over there. Tyrese Maxey looks mad. How come everybody here looks like they're about to go drop 30 points? Kelly Oubre, maybe that's the vibe they were going for. Jared McCain, look, man, I'm excited. These jerseys might single-handedly be the thing to get some of the fan base sucked back in this season. And there were people that were saying these would never come back, and the Sixers waited until the 25th anniversary. And some people say that these jerseys are only cool because AI made them cool. Nah, man, this is one of the best Sixers jerseys ever. And apparently these aren't even the city edition this year. Like, they're going to have a separate city edition, and these will only be used in select games, kind of as an alternate. But man, I mean, that black court, the black jerseys, this is going to bring some hype back to the team this year. I'm really, really excited to see how these look in game action. And I think I'm going to have to get at least a few of them. I mean, the OGs on this channel, especially during our Sixers live streams during the year, they remember the AI jersey back in the day. But overall, that's where we're at, man. Give me your thoughts on the Quentin Grimes situation for the final time before camp. Give me your thoughts on Joel Embiid. Will he reemerge? All that and more. Drop it down below. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will catch you on the next one. Peace.